I'm here to warn people. You keep telling me to shut up. This isn't a game.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
We're going to cover the move for total open borders and what Sotomayor says labeling illegal immigrants criminals is insulting. Well, if I go illegally to Mexico, they're going to knock my teeth out and rob me. So, I mean, America's hospitality is really being abused. This woman wants to ban guns, and she knows once enough illegals are here, they almost all vote to take the guns, and I'll be her slave. And I'm not your slave yet, you disgusting pig, you anti-government maggot. That's what she is. She's an anti-republic maggot. She's against our form of government. They're the anti-government people that want to overthrow the law and exempt themselves from it. Dianne Feinstein, Michael Moore are all maggot pigs. And I'm sick of these soft scum living off taxpayers while they have armed bodyguards. This pig has them. And she says you don't have a right to keep and bear arms. And they will get enough Supreme Court justices to take our guns and start the Civil War. That's their dream. Now, I'm going to tie this in, what I'm about to do, into a big stack of key news stories that are going to blow your mind. And local is the answer. I cannot stress that enough. And now let me prove it to you, okay? Remember the story yesterday? In fact, people won't believe it. It was CNS News, but it was also an AP out of Virginia. You guys pulled me that article about banning 8 kids in their own quarter-acre backyard for a 7-year-old's birthday party? I mean, I say that, and I think I'm lying. They're having to pass a law to allow birthday parties in America so the militarized zoning police don't show up. Here it is. Fox News. You can't celebrate America, school says. Students and parents at a Colorado high school are outraged after administrators turned down the request for a Spirit Week day honoring America because it might offend non-Americans. See, being American now means you pay all the taxes, all the regulations, you don't get the welfare, you're a chump. All over the nation. San Antonio last year, kids were wearing American flags, mainly Hispanic, chanting USA when they beat the other mainly Hispanic team from South Texas. There was a national story saying it was racist to chant USA. Maybe a little mindless, but that's what people chant when they think, it's like hooray, hooray, hip, hip, hooray. It has nothing to do with being against Hispanic people. Yeah, that was in a basketball game in San Antonio last year. Remember in San Francisco on Cinco de Mayo, the Hispanic kids all over the school, if they were wearing jackets with American flags or Old Navy shirts that had American flags, it turned out in several cases they weren't even wearing it because it was the week of Cinco de Mayo, and they were sent home, and it's in federal court last time I checked. In fact, let's prove it to folks. Search still about San Antonio basketball, USA chant racist. USA chant racist, San Antonio basketball. It'll come up. Here's the article I mentioned, CNS News from yesterday, in case you're a new listener, because I know this sounds crazy. Property rights bill introduced after Virginia woman threatened with fines for kid's birthday party. 8 children with, 10-year-old girls, and some were 7, there in Bonita's backyard, and the neighbors called the police. And they came and threatened them with $5,000 fines. Okay, that's yesterday. Now, here it is. You can't celebrate America. School says they said they didn't want to offend anyone from other countries or immigrants. A 16-year-old member of the student council told me they just really did not want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So, see, that's like they say, don't be a cowboy or a Native American at a Halloween deal. What's that have to do with putting people down? Don't be a geisha girl. They've said at colleges everywhere, you'll be kicked out. That insults Japanese. Don't be a pirate. Don't be a... Again, it's all about we're all off balance. We have no free speech. But government can do whatever it wants. You can have black folks all over the country, because it's seen as trendy now, beating up white people on the street. I mean, you go down to 6th Street, folks, on a Saturday or Friday night, and you walk down by I-35, where 6th Street ends, and I'm going to go do stakeouts very soon when I get some time. I'm going to have my folks sit in cars and videotape this. Every night people are beaten or stabbed or attacked by groups of racist blacks rolling whites and robbing them because it's acceptable to roll whites because whites are the devil. And the whites, of course, don't fight back because they've been taught if you're long hair and are a trendy, They know, and they test and talk to them. They don't do it to other blacks. They don't do it to other redneck whites. They don't do it to Mexicans for sure. That's a good way to get stabbed every time down there at night. No, ladies and gentlemen, they do it. I mean, they do it to white trendies who go, come on, bro, I'm down with you. You're down with me? And they beat them and take their stuff. So that's what's going on. This is the ultra-political correctness that they've trained everyone through guilt. I don't have any guilt. I've done nothing to anybody. I genuinely hate black racism and Hispanic racism against whites, and I'm so sick of it. Just like when I'd be in East Texas doing a job, working for a large animal vet, and you'd run into racist Klan people that say, you're not from around here, are you, Yankee? They don't even like the white people in some of those areas where they've taken control. I don't like ignorant gangs of morons who don't stand for anything except the fact that they're in a group. And it's disgusting. But it's kosher to be racist if it's against whites. It's acceptable in this country. And I'm tired of it, and I'm calling it out. And the media will not cover, other than Drudge Report has forced it out in the last 2 years, blacks attacking people all over the country. Every day there's an article about it. And you saw a university last week that said, oh, whenever there's an APB out about a black person attacking somebody, don't say the race if it's black, because we don't like hearing black males seen carjacking, black males seen robbing. Because that's politically, incorrect to say we're on the lookout for a black male driving a red truck. Now, if it's a white male driving a red truck, or a Hispanic male driving a red truck, or an Asian male driving a red truck, that's okay. But do not say a black male. And do not have a Celebrate American Values Week, which we need. What are American values? It isn't bombing brown people and having checkpoints. They said they didn't want to offend anyone from other countries. The student council at Fort Collins High School has proposed having a day to celebrate the United States during next week's Winter Spirit Week. No. Spirit needs to be like celebrating Justin Bieber or something, or Obama. The young people pitched Mercia Monday and invited their classmates to dress in patriotic colors. I know what that means. Their proposal was promptly shot down by administrators as hurtful. They said they did not want to be exclusive to any one country. Exactly. You cannot talk about America in America. It's offensive. And this is not just some spot-checked point going on here. This is happening everywhere. It's not just some rare thing. Look at this article out of the Associated Press. It's finally, this happened 2 years ago, it's happening nationwide, finally making it into court. Students sent home for wearing U.S. flag shirts on Cinco de Mayo get day in appeals court. Racial tensions and gang problems were plaguing the North California high school. No, the illegal aliens were attacking people that said they were Americans. Where 3 students arrived for class in 2010 wearing American flag T-shirts on Cinco de Mayo. Unpleasant verbal exchanges. That's how un-American, or the word is, people always say, be tolerant. Oh, well, the illegal alien kids, guaranteed, they're so intolerant of the American flag. I mean, you have a Cinco de Mayo day or one of these illegal alien marches. I've got the video, raising the kids up. Mexico, Mexico, we're taking over. Down with the gringo. The plan of San Diego. Well, I know what the plan of San Diego is. A plan to kill all white males 16 and up. And people are wearing Plan of San Diego shirts. That's like a Klan shirt saying kill all blacks. I've gone out and protested the Klan probably 15 times. But the Klan doesn't say kill all the blacks, at least in public. Texas high school apologizes for fans' USA chant after basketball game. NBC News. See, I told you. There it is. We're not making this stuff up. It's total tyranny. It's beyond political correctness for total control. You can't wear American flags. What do the illegals do when Bush was trying to get amnesty, and they had a PR firm for the Republicans in Dallas, it came out in the Dallas Morning News, fund all the illegals in that big 2007 march that backfired with the Mexican flags? They were handing out American flags, but they threw them down. Because Mexico is a very old-fashioned country, very into their sovereignty. Can you imagine if 30 million Americans moved to Mexico and started running around waving American flags? You'd get shot, even though there's not a lot of guns in Mexico. And people say, well, this was Mexico, and it was France, and it was Russia, and it was Spain, and it was British. Different parts of the Southwest, from Texas to California, belonged to, it was a free-for-all, fighting the natives to see who could get it. And again, folks, I'm not against Hispanics, except the fact they're being brought up here as clients of the Democrats to vote for socialism and more open borders and to break the back of the country. And Sotomayor comes out and says it's mean to say that illegals are illegals. Sotomayor, labeling illegal immigrants criminals is insulting. They take our hospitality and literally turn it into a joke. I can't go to Mexico and get a baby paid for. They'd laugh at me. They've taken America's wide openness and some of America's problems from the past. And let me give you news. All cultures are racist. All cultures are tribal. They've always been that way. And the multiculturalists come along and say, we're going to end all that. But they only do that to get rid of the old dominant culture and bring in a globalist plastic culture where they divide everyone and play everyone off against each other. And expanding. They want to get rid of the culture of small businesses, of barter, of lemonade stands. Here it is in the news today. What's the point of regulating lemonade stands? Why is there a program, This Week reports, nationwide to shut them down? Why can't girls sell cupcakes? Why are they doing this? Why is this happening? Because they're shutting down normal human sales, normal human activity for the big box stores with the Foxconn slave goods. Symbols are powerful, and the globalists have hijacked the symbols of America. They've turned them into their own symbols. Well, we are restoring the idea of the true republic, not the counterfeit globalist empire, by promoting the icon George Washington and others. That's why we're rolling out an 100% made in America line of incredible pro-liberty apparel. We are repopularizing liberty. We are helping fellow Americans rediscover what made this country great. We are the spirit of 1776. We are 1776 worldwide. We are all brothers and sisters in arms in the animating contest of liberty in the long march towards humanity's ultimate destiny of freedom. Visit madein1776.com today and vote with your dollars to promote truly made in America, high-quality products, and promote the ideals of liberty. Where the Supreme Court justice openly says she wants to ban guns, and openly the Democrats say they're bringing in illegals by the tens of millions to vote to take our guns and make us political slaves, and says it's not friendly and it's, quote, insulting to call people that are here illegally criminals. And it's insulting not to legalize them all and give them free everything when the country's going completely bankrupt and they're clearly a client state to take us over. And it's the same thing with Obamacare. Yo, it's racist to not be for Obamacare. It's just because you don't like Obama, his approval rating's dropping because you're racist. No, it says it's going to double and triple and quadruple the prices. It says it's going to kick kids off their existing plans. It's going to get rid of pre-existing condition coverage. It's going to be a tax to foreign banks that own the insurance companies. And the Supreme Court ruled that. It's written to create death panels and literally kill people. And the liberals are like, good, as long as I keep getting my freebies right now, kill people. Kill me later. I mean, if you like all the screw jobs that you've already gotten, if you enjoyed all those, you're really going to enjoy this. You're never going to hear Miss La Raza, Miss the Race, Miss Hispanic Supremacist talk about Gardasil shots sterilizing the women of Mexico. She's from Puerto Rico, right? They're doing it to Puerto Rican women as well in Puerto Rico. You're never going to hear her talk about abortions targeting Hispanics. You're never going to hear her talk about aspartame being so bad for Hispanics and the diabetes being up 4,000% in Hispanics. No, it's all going to be, I'm for your Raza. I'm a Latina woman. I know everything, and we're going to fight the racists. Blah, 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 blah. Total and complete garbage. Total and complete bull, you know what. Total and complete race politics, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute garbage. But the Mexicans, because that's mainly Mexicans, 80% of the illegals pouring in from Latin America, almost all of those are Mexican, that are pouring in here are being taught in the Mexican schools, in the Ford Foundation funded textbooks, that America's evil and racist and bad. And you turn on MSNBC, and it's the same thing to create division, because the Democrats are the party of race, the party of the Ku Klux Klan. And they know what they're doing. And the Republicans are bought and paid for, too. That's why we're done until we fully admit what's going on and don't apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Remember the illegals rioting all over the country, pulling down American flags at post offices and stuff, stomping on them? Well, it's racist if you're not for it. And I watched those hippies on 6th Street. Turns out there's news reports about people getting beat up. It is being covered locally, but they won't say it's a racial. And they sit there and beg on the camera, I'm down, bro. I'm down. I hate myself. I hate being white. Please don't beat me, bro.
Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.